Most players struggle with defending in FC26 for one simple reason: you have bad defensive habits. Today, I am going to show you step by step the 3 biggest mistakes players make and how fixing them instantly makes defending feel easier and way more controlled. The first mistake is the overuse of second man press. People think it's the new meta because of AI defending, but in reality, it destroys your shape, pulls players out of position, and gives your opponent free passing lanes. I'll show you exactly when to use it and when to leave it alone. You can see in these clips we are using controlled second man pressing. The second thing is player switching. Most players rely only on L1 or only on right stick. That's not enough. You need to use both together to stay close, track runners, and actually control your defense instead of reacting late. And finally, jockeying. Probably the most misunderstood mechanic in defending. It's not about holding L2 all game. It's not about sprinting at the attacker. It is about timing. I'll show you the exact moments to engage so you win more duels and stop conceding easy goals. Let's talk about second man pressing. Guys, if you're second man pressing like a madman on FC26, you're doing something wrong. Second man pressing has to be used very carefully, like I have told you guys. There is one simple tip I will share with you. Make sure that you are not draining the entire stamina of the player who is second man pressing. For example, Zidane is second man pressing. The moment he comes closer, we will click L1 and try to apply pressure on the ball with him. Afterwards, we will take another player and bring him closer to the ball. This is how most pro players defend as well. You will never see a pro player completely drain out the stamina bar of their second man player. It can be done in some situations, but most of the times you don't have to do it. At the same time, you also want to be careful about who is second man pressing. Here with Toni Kroos, I'm chasing from behind. And if I were to second man press with Mbappe, that's not good. Instead, I should take Mbappe, the player who's in front of the ball, and second man press with Toni Kroos. That is the correct thing to do over here. When the opponent is out on the wings, we want to be very careful when we are second man pressing with our CM. So many players simply drag their CM out on the wings. What does this do? It leaves the space in the middle, and we know recycling is overpowered in this game. Therefore, whenever you are on the wings, you want to second man press with your LB, and if you are habitually holding R1 RB without paying any attention to what it does, I recommend that you stop using second man pressure for a week, so you let go of this bad habit and then reintroduce it slowly back into your game. It is very important in this era of AI defending. If done correctly, you can definitely decrease the goals you concede. Next up, let's talk about player switching. One of the best drills for player switching is if you have two controllers, connect them like I have done. Okay, so give yourself a target player. It's a drill. Okay, I want to switch to Cannavaro. Now in order to switch to Cannavaro, I will flick the right stick twice like this. Until and unless you can get Cannavaro in 2 switches, repeat the drill. Now if I want to get to Zidane, see how quickly I can do so, because obviously I have practice. Now if I want to go on Carlos, this is how I'm going to make the right stick switch. Now L1 switching needs to be done in combination with right stick switching. For example, if I want to take Carlos over here, I just click L1 and I will get him. I don't need to press R1 or panic with R1. And if you are R1 switching and you can hear the clicking sound of the right stick like this, you are doing something wrong. When you are second man pressing, just be gentle on your right stick. Make accurate switches. Now when talking about player switching, guys, 80% of the times you want to use your right stick switching. When you want to switch to the closest player to the ball, that is when you click L1. Never spam right stick like this. Instead, understand the basics of defensive structure. LCM plays LCM, LB plays LB. While keeping that structure in mind, paying attention to that structure, defend. If you are tired of watching tutorials, grinding division rivals, and still feeling stuck, my school community is where you finally break that cycle. This isn't a Discord group. This isn't just a bunch of random tips. This is structured improvement built by someone who actually coaches players at every level, from beginners to pro players at the World Cup. Inside the community, you get weekly group coaching calls, a complete classroom system, a private community, and access to my coaching philosophy. If you want real progress, this is where you become the player you actually want to be. You have watched my videos. You know the level of detail I bring. School is where I can finally teach you properly. If you are ready to stop guessing and start growing. Now let's talk about jockeying. There are 3 ways to jockey on this game. You guys are familiar with them. First is slow jockey, second is L2 R2 running jockey, third is the gas and brake technique, where you sprint closer to the ball carrier. Once you get close, you let go of R2, hold L2. Okay, as simple as that. Most FC26 players are still using gas and brake technique, where they hold R2, come closer, let go of R2, hold sprint. The transition from sprinting to jockeying this year is way too much. It takes forever to transition from sprint to jockey. You only want to sprint when you want to chase a player, okay? Like if you're defending a through ball, that is when you want to sprint. Otherwise, you want to defend while holding L2 plus R2. Now, you only slow jockey when you are in very close proximity of the attacking player, like this. Otherwise, you hold L2 plus R2. The moment you see he's getting away, L2 plus R2, right? The main thing you want to do is make sure that you maintain structure in this game. Use offside traps. Stop sprinting at attacking players like this. It does not give you much control over your defender, and once you try to gain control by holding L2, you take forever. Instead, perform running jockey and transition from running jockey into slow jockey. Running jockey, slow jockey. Running jockey, slow jockey. This is way better. Fix these little defensive mistakes. They seem little, but in fact, they are big mistakes. AI defending is still here. Once you fix these mistakes in combination with AI defending, your defense will go to the next level.